Welcome back to the Corporate Esports Association Dota 2 Spring 2020 tournament. Today we've got Amazon High on Tangoes versus Google Team Burninate. This is still a week 3 game, so it's going to be played on 7.24b. I'm still working my way through the week 3 replays. But let's hop into this draft. We've got an Ench, Bat, and Nyx band. I don't know about Ench, but the other two make sense. You can definitely see Batrider in the first phase a lot, especially after a Nyx ban. Although they banned Nyx themselves, so a little bit odd. The other bans, Doom, Bloodseeker, Slaughter, pretty normal stuff. Not any support bans. Maybe Bloodseeker's not as normal. You don't normally see Bloodseeker that often, unless it's like a direct counter pick to Slark or Pango. But maybe Google want to pick it. They're getting with Void Spirit Lich. This is a pretty good duo. The Frost Shield plus the Resonant Pulse is a lot of physical damage reduction. Unfortunately, they're up against Snapfire already, which is like a lot of magic damage. So we'll probably see more magic damage coming out of High on Tangoes here. They definitely need some lockdown to deal with Void Spirit. He's like one of those heroes where, like, if you have enough lockdown for him, he actually doesn't feel as scary. But if you don't have the light up for it, then it's very difficult to deal with. Earthshaker, yeah, a lot of lockdown from him. Long range fishes, blink echoes later on in the game. There's no Aghanim Scepter on Void Spirit yet, so we won't be seeing that. But probably just gonna see an Orchid Rush instead. That was the build in this patch. So Amazon starting off with their 2 support picks, whereas Google's draft is a little bit more open-ended. Lich probably going to be position 5. I don't think we'll see him anywhere else. But Void Spirit can really go into any lane, it seems like. Probably going to be the mid, most likely. Wraith King banned out. Yeah, that's pretty annoying hero just to deal with in general, but the skeletons do make it so like the shaker slams are pretty big. So I don't necessarily know that was the most effective ban. Just maybe not wanting to go up against a Wraith King. This seems pretty reasonable. Especially because they have a lot of burst damage between the Earthshaker and the Snapfire. If you have a second life, you can shrug off that burst damage a little bit better. Faceless Void banned out. It's a good combo with Snapfire, makes sense.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
Should probably bring up the previous games at this point. I have enough sample size to know. 3 games of sample size to know what these teams have played in the past. Up to 3. Razor Man out. This could indicate they want someone like Kunkka. Nice catch against the Void Spirit. Pretty tanky too, so you can kind of shrug off a lot of Void Spirit's burst damage. Razor seems like a pretty safe ban in general, although
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Yeah, I guess the real question is, where is this Void Spirit going to go? It's kind of hard because I don't have the player names either. It's something to do with, like, I think the replay is a little bit too old. I couldn't find the match data anymore. And a Life Stealer banned out. Yeah. Seems like a pretty stable ban so far.
seconds. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Taking some time on this pick. I mean, I could definitely see Rubik being a really good pick here for Google. If they have a Rubik player, all Shaker spells are good to steal. Snapfire's too. The extra spell amp is pretty scary to go up against. And Mirana. I mean, this is a hero I've been seeing come back into the meta. Now that Raiming kind of feels like it's viable again. They don't have any setup for Mirana right now. There's like, eventually Void Spirit will build a Yules and then get the free 8th Remnant set up. That could be one easy way for Mirana to set up.
5 seconds remain. Dire team pick. Lion.
A lion? Is this like an offlane Snapfire? Like Ice 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 style? I don't know. I don't know about this. Is it a mid lion? That seems a little bit too early to pick a mid lion. Maybe an offlane Shaker. I'm not really a big believer in offlane Shaker. I think like if you had to choose an offlane hero, I'd probably pick Snapfire of these three. They have the lockdown now, for sure. They have a ton of disable for the Void Spirit. Both single target and AoE. So the team fight's going to be pretty scary from Amazon here. They just need damage. They're very lacking in damage right now, at least sustained damage. Underlord coming out here, perfect pipe builder. So this is probably going to be a mid Void Spirit now. I don't think this will be... I mean, Underlord's confirmed offlane. I guess the Pit of Malice could kind of set up for the arrow, but it's like not that easy. The duration's not very long, and you don't want to level up Pit of Malice until at least level 4. Sometimes you just like skip it altogether in the laning phase. DP? Okay, so there's your sustained damage, at least during team fights. But they need something with a little bit more less off time. But you know, DP, it's a nice hero to like for your team because it kind of makes you group up around the DP. It's like, alright, DP ulti's off cooldown, it's time to group up and take objectives, and they definitely have the lineup to group up and do that, right? Like DP can kind of dangle out front, and then Shaker can counter initiate Snapfire for the long range, with the long range ulti as well.
10 seconds to pick. 5 seconds.
Banning the Razor does make sense in this case. Maybe they were thinking about this beforehand. PL banned out for Google, from Google, and a Mag banned out against DP. I don't know if Mag actually does that well against DP in lane. Maybe just doesn't want to get chain disabled by RP into like an arrow or something. That probably means they think the Void Spirit is safe lane. Alright, okay. PA to round out the lineup. I like this pick a lot. It's a high uptime hero. PA can constantly fight in the later stages of the game. Although, I guess an Underlord, the layer's gonna be kind of annoying. She's not gonna. I don't think PA is gonna get like the best amount of farm. It's not gonna be free at least, because Lion's not the strongest lane support. But generally, I do like Amazon's lineup right now. For Google, what do they need? They probably want some of their own. They need some burst. They have Void Spirit. That's pretty much it. When you're up against a DP, you either you don't really want to match DP in the sustained fight. Like you want to just burst DP down instantly. With Slark. Okay, so they're gonna go for the sustained fight. Slark safe lane, mid Void Spirit. It's not bad. It's a pretty... This is really the best Slark game though. Like, there's no big beefy target other than the DP you want to just wail on, gather stacks. PA is usually going to try and instantly blow you up with some crits. So PA wants to keep the fight short. And do you really want to go on the DP when she has the ghost up? I mean, they don't... There's enough lockdown to take down this Slark as well. Lion and Earthshaker provide plenty of lockdown. I'm kind of an I like Amazon's draft a little bit better. This game is probably 60-40. I think it's fairly close. Alright, well let's introduce the teams real quick. On the side of Amazon, high on Tangoes, we've got Dumb Pubs on the PA, Unknown on the Death Prophet, Smokey Knowlton on the Shaker, Just Pwn on the Snapfire, and Serial Killer on the Lion. On the side of Google Team B, we've got Mr. Sui, or Misery, I guess? Mrs. Ui? Oh, no, Lord. Jams on the Void Spirit, RXN on the Marana, B-Boy Husky on the Slark, and Dota Noob on the Lich. So it can be... It seems like Shaker's the offlaner here because he does buy a Quelling Blade instead of Boots. So, yep, Snapfire is going to be the support here. It's going to be offlane Shaker. I think Smokey Knowlton has also played offlane in his previous games. And pretty normal lanes coming out of Google here. I mean, there's no reason you can't play Snapfire as 4. It's not that common, just because she wants to stay really far back. So a lot of items you buy aren't going to be that effective anyway. Dota Noob. Oh, nice two-man Scatter Blast, but Dota Noob will be able to grab the Bounty Rune. And bottom lane, seems like Serial Killer did manage to take the rune down here as well, eating a bit of damage from the Firestorm, but should be okay with his regen. So mid lane, I don't really know how this matchup goes, but it's a melee hero against DP, so it can't really go that well, right? I don't think this is gonna go that well for the Void Spirit. He's gonna at least get levels, but I like this a lot. Level 1 Firestorm, just go ham. Unfortunately, there's no mana sustain here in this lane. There's no Bassy Ring. Underlord's going to go rush for a Soul Ring, but it's going to be quite some time before he gets it. So he's only got one more Firestorm in the tank. Top lane. I mean, it's a Shaker against a Slark. I don't know. Once Snapfire leaves the lane, it's going to be really hard for the Shaker to get anything done in this lane. So I don't think it's the best. That being said, maybe Snapfire is not the best either against Slark. Two beefy heroes for Slark to gain Essence Shift stacks from. And it's not like Snapfire has very big range either. B-Boy Husky with an early XP advantage. Misses the pounce though, so Just Pone will be able to walk out of there. Oh, actually, Just Pone taking a ton of damage, and he'll actually go down. Dodo Noob with the first blood here. Might early boots out of that, or maybe just stuck up on some more mangoes. He's got plenty of mana to go. Let's see, Serial Killer gonna pull the next wave. Does the PA want to go for a Battle Fury this game? You definitely want to fight with the DP whenever she has ulti, which kind of means sometimes you might have to show up early. I guess the other four can kind of deal with, can put on a lot of pressure early on without. Oh, yeah, the Spirit Siphon doesn't even go away when you dissimulate. It's pretty busted. Nice D-ward here from Just Pone.
Is it worth your life?
Oh, 2 points in the Essence Shift. So no points in the Dark Pack yet. It's quite interesting. You see this sometimes if you think you're gonna have a really easy lane. Like they do have some disables, but they're pretty short right now. The cookie is 1.6 seconds. There's no aftershock yet. Oh, there is now. Okay, never mind. It's not that long though. Invis on Gems. Unknown, he's in a bit of trouble here. Actually dodges the Simulate, so seems like Unknown should be okay. Spirit Siphon will keep him topped up. Serial Killer goes down in the meantime. Looks like he probably got arrowed and then died. So 3 bonus damage for the Underlord here. Actually going for a second point in the Atrophy Aura. It's okay. PA is primarily base damage early on, but eventually she's gonna go for a Battle Fury and a Deso. They're not very base damagey. See what Underlord wants to go for first. I think Pipe is probably the right play for the Underlord here. Got his Soul Ring on the way as well, so we'll be able to win this lane really hard now. This PA is gonna be quite frustrated. Oh, and B-Boy Husky getting another kill at top. So Google showing strong early on, 0 to 3. Mid lane, AMZN trying to go for an arrow, but I assume he missed. Oh, and the Courier goes down as well. That's the boost for Mirana. Oh no. That's pretty sad.
Please let this one be the last.
Oh. I mean, Shake has actually gotten a pretty decent amount of farm, all things considered, but here's the true test. Snapfire is left to lead the lane, so if Google know this is happening, they should put as much pressure on the Shaker as they can now. The Pounce comes out, and no points in... Oh, there's the Dark Pack now. And Frost Blast as well. Smoky Knowlton taking a ton of damage. The Dark Pack gets used, but not going to be able to get that last touch. Okay, there it is. But B-Boy Husky taking a ton of damage. The South gets popped. There's no way to cancel it, so nice kill there. Capitalizing on the fact that Snapfire left the lane to go get the rune. Unknown actually feeling some heat from the Void Spirit. Void Spirit's hit 6 first, and I mean, this is when it kind of turns around a bit for DP, because you can't really fight with your Exorcism against the Void Spirit. Void Spirit goes in, misses the Astral Step hit, so isn't going to be able to kill this DP here. And that was his last charge. He has another one in a few seconds, but he's pretty low on mana. DP has some breathing room. B-Boy Husky actually goes down at top. Snapfire Cookie will burst him down, I guess. Oh, mid lane again, but Jams, I don't think he can kill this DP here. Seems unlikely. No points in the Aether Remnant. Actually, the Spirit Siphon comes out. Jams in a bit of a pickle here. Nice, grabbing the Arcane Rune at top though. This is a big turning point for this lane. If DP, he's just probably going to pop the Exorcism with the Arcane Rune and put some pressure. We'll see if this happens. I would just do it, to be honest. Like, it's so free with the Arcane Rune. We're gonna save it for a more opportune time. Bot lane, Mr. Yui goes down. I don't know, Pit Lord goes down. And B-Boy Husky goes down again. A double kill at top. Getting these kills. Snapfire does a ton of burst damage. Oh, that's the bot lane. I see. Alright, well, things are looking pretty good for Amazon now. I mean, top lane, they've kind of made it through the roughest part, I think. We'll see when DP decides to pop the ulti. Not quite interested yet. Maybe DP will go top and then pop it there. I definitely think you should make something happen with this Arcane Rune. That will really like jump Amazon ahead of Google here. Underlord, he might be in a bit of trouble again. Mirana is here. Blink forward onto the Mirana here. The Earth Spike will miss. And Underlord, I mean, he doesn't have that much bonus damage built up yet. I don't think he can really kill this this PA anymore. 303 on the Underlord. I think it's pretty normal not to level Dark Rift early on. You don't really need it. Okay, the Arcane Rune is popped. No Exorcism used yet. Gonna get this Illusion Rune as well. I mean, this is a pretty good time to get it. Spirit Siphon popped. It would be a shame if Unknown didn't use the DP ulti while there's cooldown reduction. What the duration? What's the duration on this? Nothing to say. 35 seconds, 101 second cooldown with the Arcane Rune. Illusion's popped now. See if DP wants to go for it. Alright, here we go. And Jams, he jumped in! He has one more Astral Step, so he should be okay, but forced away out of the lane now. And DP will be able to pressure this this tower now. Bot lane, Mirana getting hexed. Should be okay. Top lane, Shaker's 6 now. This is going to be pretty scary for the Slack to approach the lane. He's not level 6 yet either. So won't be able to regen up if he gets jumped. Void Spirit TPing back mid. Astral Step, the Resonant Pulse. Should be okay. And I mean, they almost got the mid tower. It's in deny range. We'll see if Jams wants to deny it. I think they should try really hard not to let it get denied, because you definitely want that money on DP. But great use of her first ulti, and it's on cooldown. It's back off cooldown in 40 seconds as well. 10-minute bounty runes. Gonna be 2 for 2. But dust settles. It's 1k gold advantage so far. But top lane, not as much of a disaster as I thought it was going to be. Slack with Phase Boost. I don't know about this anymore. Phase Boost has been like really nerfed. Oh, nice cookie combo. Just Pwn might be in a bit of trouble here. She has her ulti, and the Echo Slam, Enchant Totem. Slam comes out with the Snapfire ulti, and Slack is super dead again. Wow. Oh, Lich died as well. The artillery works out after all. This tower hasn't been denied yet, but I think if DP threatened, if the sea creep gets close, then this tower's dead for sure. Which seems like it's going to happen now. Lion's coming mid. Maybe gonna try and oh, the Moonlight Shadow comes out. There's no deny though, so nice last hit from Unknown there. Yeah, I mean, all 3 cores on the side of Amazon really far ahead now. Top. Okay, so PA is going for a Battle Fury. B-Boy Husky in a little bit of trouble. He's still getting spotted, so no regen yet. Should be okay now. The Void Spirit's not too far behind the DP, but positionally, you know, you've lost that mid tower. It's a pretty big deal. There's no. He has to like try and make plays in other lanes now.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Oh, just pwned. Spotting the Void Spirit. Still 2 Astral Step charges. Seems like PA and Underlord just gonna ignore each other. Arrow comes out on the PA. I don't think I have enough to kill Dump Pubs here. There's no Pit of Malice to lock her down. There's a Firestorm available, but I think Dump Pubs is just gonna be able to walk out of there. And Snapfire, a bit of a roll here, actually takes out the Void Spirit. What? Without the ulti? How? Alright. But they're in a bit of trouble here. DP's shown up. It looks like they're gonna get cut off, but they're gonna try and TP out of there. There's no stuns. The cookie's not gonna be there in time. So, nice escape. Serial Killer, he's still level 4. Who took the... Starfire's level 8? What? Oh, the ping's on the line. Okay, he just bought the tome. That's really slow. He should have almost have level 6. Slark in a bit of trouble here, but Serial Killer not in range to get the Hex. He's still a little bit too far back and wasn't able to follow up there. And now he's in plain vision, so, I mean, Serial Killer might get turned around on here if he's not careful. Hex comes out, and Earth Spike as well. There's Arrow comes out onto the Lion, so Lion will die here. Underlord's shown up as well. DP in the meantime taking the tower with her ultimate. The pounce misses on the Earthshaker, so he's not going to be able to get that kill on the Shaker either. Chain Frost comes out, but there's no one to bounce to. Unknown, he takes that B-Boy Husky here. The slam hits no one, and so does the Snapfire ultimate, but at the end of the day, DP is really the king here. Or the queen, I guess. So... taking out that tower early, making sure there's no reinforcements. If you TP to the Strand, it takes forever, so it's not really that effective. DP is on a roll. Yule's almost completed, so it will be really hard to catch this DP now. Even if the Slark jumps the DP, Unknown will just be able to Yule's himself and then buy some time. Lion now level 6. Gonna maybe try and find a kill. White Spirit seems like a pretty hard kill to get right now. They don't have any follow-up. And Lion by himself won't be able to get this kill. But Gem's putting some pressure on this mid tower. DP's TPing in. There is a point in the silence now as well. So Earth Spike and silence. And they can get this kill for sure. The Finger of Death will finish off Jams. Dump Pubs coming in for the assist gold as well. Almost got a Battle Fury, so this game looking very rough for Google right now. 5k gold behind. 15-minute bounties are coming up. It seems like Amazon will be able to get at least the 2 at bot.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked. Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
And I mean, this Void Spirit needs to make plays, but I don't really see who he can kill. All 3 of these cores are pretty tanky. Shaker's got a Bracer as well with the Strength Tread, so 1600 HP. PA's got her Evasion. DP has Spirit Siphon, so all 3 targets are pretty tough to kill. And not to mention the instant turnaround with Echo. There's no cast time on that. And Jams, he might go down here. The Arrow comes out to stop Dump Hubs for a little bit, but there's no follow-up. Jams taking a ton of damage, picks up a Haste Rune. He's looking to go bot, but he's pretty low. It's kind of scary. He could just get silenced and then die.
This should make my life
Grove Bow picked up for side of Google, but they don't really have anyone who can use it. Maybe Run is the best hero, but they don't really have that much magic damage on their team. Oh, I guess the Void Spirit can use it pretty well. I guess it's actually pretty nice on the Void Spirit. Just pwned, getting the leap pounced, Moonlight Shadow as well, so it seems like... oh, they're not going to be able to get this Snapfire, it seems like. Oh, okay, the Pit of Malice. Snapfire actually runs to the north instead of the south. I think probably got himself killed. It wasn't. Probably didn't see the Underlord. Shadow Blade on the Shaker. Oh, and slam to kill RXN. There's a lot of hate on that Mirana. Who doesn't hate Mirana? Just get arrowed for 5 seconds and then it's like, what was I supposed to do? Alright, Shadow Blade again on the Shaker. He doesn't have that much mana though. Just enchant Toda or a Fisher instead. But wow, Jams gets blown up. It's a level 3 enchant Totem. There's a lot of damage coming out for the Shaker here. Oh, the Snapfire ulti as well, but it seems like Google are going to be able to disengage here. Noob does take one more hit before he gets out. Pretty decent disengage there. They did lose the Void Spirit though, so that's not very good. Oh, Dump Pubs looking for the Mirana kill. There's still one more leap, so Mirana will be okay. Slark, he's still so far away from his Diffusal Blade. He's, I guess he's like 600 gold, but he definitely should have had it by now if his lane went well, which it did not. Just maybe underestimating Snapfire a little bit. Dump Pubs and Gems going at each other, but Dump Pubs is level 14 against this level 12 mid Void Spirit. Google pretty far behind right now. XX on the DP, just going to increase her uptime. You don't need the ghost to fight anymore. But I mean, obviously it makes you a lot stronger if you have the exorcism, but it's not strictly necessary anymore. Smoky Knowlton. Use Invis again. There's no shit. Oh! RXN gets blown up. He precasted the enchant totem and then got the bonus damage with the Shadow Blade, so that's ouch. See if this happens again. Enchant totem, Shadow Blade, Lich. In a lot of trouble here. He's gonna walk back into the Shaker. Oh my god, that's like most of his health gone. Even with a Frost Shield, it's not gonna be anywhere near enough to save him. Smoky Knowlton in a little bit of trouble, but he manages to get cookied out by Just Prody. Another Astral Step. The Aegislay comes out before he dies though, so doing a ton of damage. And Jams might be in some trouble, but they... Oh! The Snapfire ulti catches Jams here. He will go down. Oh, BKB pretty close to completion on PA, just 1,000 gold away now, and oh man, I don't know what they're gonna do once that happens. Diffusal Blade is done on Slark. Actually gonna kill this Lion pretty easily here. Stun arrow on the Snapfire as well. The cookie comes out. Diffusal Blade will slow down the Snapfire. There's no pounce yet for another few seconds. Interesting, he decided to max the Essence Shift first instead of the pounce. Smoky Knowlton, he doesn't have Echo though, but RXN getting blown up again by the Shaker. B-Boy Husky, he wants this Snapfire kill really bad. They will trade the Mirana for it, so getting 2 kills already with this Diffusal Blade, but Slark might be in a bit of trouble now. He has the Dark Pact, he does have pounce in a few seconds as well, and Shaker in the meantime getting caught out by the Void Spirit here, so this could be a good opportunity for Google. Smoky Knowlton, he's so close to dying, and he actually, Dodo Noob is the one that gets taken out here. PA's in now, no BKB yet, but she doesn't need it. There's nothing to stop this PA, and Slark is going to go down as well. Dagger comes out, and Blink Strike on the Void Spirit. Lich bites back, Gems, Astral steps away. PA's still looking for her. Oh, Dodo Noob not getting crit yet. Okay, but the BKB is done on PA, and like they weren't able to win that fight without the PA BKB when PA didn't have BKB, and now they're gonna for sure lose the next fight. Sapphire ulti comes down again in the choke point, so Mirana getting blown up. Whoa, Blade Mail. into a Shiva's Guard, not finishing the pipe for his team. I don't know about this one. I mean, he's like so close to finishing the pipe and very far away from finishing the Shiva's Guard. Lion almost has Blink as well, so even more avenues to initiate. Shaker not going for a Blink at all. Doesn't really care about starting the fight for his team. I guess they must feel so far ahead that they can just like run at them. Right. Rana ulti coming out. Serial Killer. Looks like he's going to be the sacrifice here. Oh, actually, he's going to get out of there. Jams, does he want to go for this? There's no detection for just the gem. Mr. Sui might be in some trouble. That Fisher block not quite blocking in the Underlord here. So everyone's converging towards this bot tower. No one's claimed the cliff ward yet. Alright, Mirana's finally got it. Let's see, with detection. Snafire's got 2 sentries now, so we'll be able to deward this cliff. That's a pretty big deal, honestly. There's no Moonlight Shadow either. The Exorcism's popped now. Looks like Unknown wants to fight. PA blinks in, has the BKB, so pops the BKB now. RXN in a lot of trouble, and will be able to leap out of the Chain Frost comes out. It's going to be a pretty big Chain Frost here, and actually keeps bouncing onto dump hubs. Unknown getting blown up early on. RXN probably going to die to the PA here. No crit though. And Stark, he actually bought back. He's back in now. Going to try and go for the Shaker here, it looks like. But seems like he's probably going to get blown up by the PA. Earth Spike as well. So Stark dying back there. That's a huge kill for Amazon. And Mr. Sui is going to go down as well. Ultra kill for dump hubs. I think this game is it's approaching the end of its life cycle. This game's probably not gonna be too much longer. Not using the enchant totem to take this tower faster. Doesn't need it. Yeah, looks like they're picking for the bounties and Roche. They don't have Exorcism for the next 70 seconds, so just gonna play it safe. They don't need to go high ground yet, but I mean, Slark, he's so far behind now. He died back there. I don't even think he got a single kill. No, it doesn't look like it at all. -4 armor corruption. I'm surprised PA's not going for a Deso, but feels like she doesn't need it, I guess. Gonna go for a Basher instead, and it's done. So, oh, these bashes are gonna start coming out now. It's pretty scary. Dump Help's gonna go for Roche. I don't really see any way for Amazon to defend this. The Exorcism's up in 30 seconds, so if they do want to defend it, this is the time to go, but I don't really see it happening. The pipe is done on the Underlord. You try to trick me. And Lich getting fingered. It's still a level 1 finger, so that's a long cooldown. Serial Killer not even dying to the Slarky. Oh, a big enchant totem hit from the Shaker here. And godlike now, dump hubs. This Blade Mail gonna try and buy some time on the Underlord, but he's certainly gonna die as well. I think let's see what Gaiman thinks. It's approaching 100%. It's very rough now. The Exorcism's up so they can go high ground with it. All the tier 2s are down, so oh, actually, Unknown, ETB's bot. But I still don't think they can stop this this PA. It just seems like a bit of an inefficiency. Like, there was a siege creep, so I guess they did have to deal with it. But it's a T2 for a T3. That was a pretty good trade, even if they managed to get the trade. Grab these T3 items while they're at it. Enchanted Quiver, not bad for the DP. Get that bonus attack range. Some bit of burst damage as well. Alright, DP's finally showed up. This siege is going to begin now. There is a nice sentry ward, obs ward on the low ground, so we'll be able to spot out the positioning of everyone. But the sentry to stop the Moonlight Shadow here, and DP might actually get blown up here. Looks like he's gonna go down. AMZN in the back lines going down, and Dump Hubs is going a bit ham. The BKB's pop now. Snapfire ulti, and Jam's in a lot of trouble. Will get bashed in his last hit. He has a buyback, so 2 buybacks used now. Underlord in a lot of trouble, getting crit there. Ultra kill on the PA. Can they get any more? Dump Hubs. Oh wait, Jams. That's the character's name, player's name. You're gonna get this tower now, so DP actually did get blown up. Not as invincible as she thought she would be. An Orchid to stop the Shaker from using Slam. He doesn't have a blink though, he's got it coming up. So it's gonna be pretty hard to land these Echo Slams. But Dubhub still has the Aegis. 20 seconds on BKB. Arrow into a Sinister Gaze, but I don't think they still have enough to kill Dump Hubs here. The Cookie will stun Slark. There's no crits yet. Unit manages to get the Shadow Dance off. Slark jumps onto the Snapfire here. Dump Hubs looks like he'll lose his first life, but the Slam comes out. Void Spirit, he's gonna die here to eventually. He actually manages to Astral Step out of there. Dump Hubs pops the BKB. He's gonna fight the Slark head on, but Slark, I don't think he can take on this PA here. The BKB's gonna run out now, so. Another Pit of Malice. Looks like AMZN is trying to look to release. Nice arrow from AMZN here. The Cookie will buy some space, but Finger of Death will kill B-Boy Husky. That's a dieback on the Slack. Oh, not a dieback, but he died. He doesn't have buyback. Dump Hubs in a little bit of trouble here. Silence on both heroes, and Dump Hubs looks like he's gonna survive. A triple kill. Another ultra. That's 4 ultra kills for this PA. And 4 heroes now without buyback on Google. I think this game is probably gonna... They're gonna take at least 2 lanes of racks here, maybe even a third depending on how fast they push. There is Exorcism in 2 seconds, so they can definitely get all 3 now. They'll probably just play it safe and go for the racks. TP not popping Exorcism yet, interestingly. You gotta save it for the last one, I don't know. Slark is back up in a few seconds, so is Lich, but Void Spirit's down for 40 still. That was his dieback. So is Morana's. So they want to go for more? DP? Is walking for? Okay, they got to back off. 2 lanes of racks is pretty good. Abyssal Blade now done on the PA. Blink done on the Shaker. 30-minute bounty runes, so might as well pick those up. 25k gold advantage now, so pretty unwinnable scenario for Google. B-Boy Husky getting blown up again. It's PA 18, 0, and 6. Pretty free game for Dump Hubs here. Good on the PA, but the BKB popped. 3 shots Dota Noob here. Echo Slam comes out as well. AMZN gonna get blown up. And Just Pwn stealing the ultra kill again. And GG's called. So yeah, it's a pretty convincing display from AMZN. I definitely think they outdrafted Google a little bit there, because the DP made the game plan pretty easy, and the PA really sealed the deal there. Yeah, Underlord and Morana not really the strongest lane to shut PA down early on, and they actually kind of fed PA a little bit. So it was a good game overall from AMZN high on Tangoes.